The day is December 9th, 2024, and we decided to go to New York City because Aaliyah has never been before. Now, I am editing this on March 2nd, 2025 because I love to procrastinate. Another thing we procrastinated was booking this trip because we did book it for our anniversary, but the only things we had planned is one dinner and a couple of shows because all we had in mind was food and fun. And everything else is what we're going to explore, so hope you guys enjoy with us. Now, unfortunately, when I went to record this, a lot of the audio is messed up, so a lot's gonna be voiceovers, but it's okay because I pretty much remember everything that happened, thanks to me recording everything. That being said, we got into our room finally, and we got the greatest deal of all time. You can see how happy Aaliyah was. Look how nice this room is. We are in the middle of Times Square, well, kind of the middle of Times Square, but we are in the Westin, which is a 5-star hotel, thanks to Priceline, even though we only signed up for a 4-star hotel in the Times Square area. But due to a lot of booking issues, and you can see Times Square right in the middle right there, AMC right below us, as well as Madame Tussauds, we got an amazing deal with pretty much only $240 a night. We got a 5-star hotel in the middle of Times Square, and I call that a win with only like 6 hours on the phone trying to figure everything out. But look how nice this room was for New York especially. At this point, though, we were ready to get our night started. Aaliyah was starving, even though we had dinner at Omakase later in the night. But before then, we had to go get some pizza and then start exploring the city and see how much we can cover ground before dinner started. And then we'll see you soon. Stop just to get a little pizza. This place called Carnegie Pizza. I'll tell you how it is after. Robert De Niro, Seinfeld, and Jay-Z sit down and have a pizza together. The greatest photo in American history. So, we just got done with pizza.
Good.
It was pretty good. Not the best pizza in the world, but it was pretty good. We just went to the closest place possible that didn't have a line, so we were gonna go to Joe's. Unfortunately, Joe's had a line that was probably 45 minutes to an hour long. And we're gonna make the most of our time, and we're not gonna, I almost died in a puddle. But I'm glad we went in there, because we went in there, we got stopped where we checked out at the counter, and there was someone calling on the phone making a $1,000 pizza order. It was 8 of each pie, right? So it was like 24 pies, and then he was going to order a gift card on top of it. So it was like $8.70 in pizza, and then he was going to add a gift card on top. So that was a little insane. But now we're going to go walk down to Times Square and then see what's happening in Times Square, and then we're going to go to Macy's, start heading south because our dinner is like south of us. I know you guys are so jealous of how good this weather was, but thank goodness because we were able to get amazing photos of Aaliyah with her umbrella in the middle of Times Square. And that's about the only perk of this weather. So we made it down to like the center of Times Square, sort of. And this is the second one I've seen of these little things. It reminds me of those guys in those videos where they take like the quote-unquote drone videos and it's just them running around. There's Aaliyah, hiding from the rain. She wants to see equipment. Aww. Aaliyah, I don't mean to alarm you. It's the boss. So we came here to go to Macy's, but we stumbled upon this little Christmas market. But right here, around the corner, is the world's largest store, Macy's. And Aaliyah's here for a beautiful Christmas. And that's what she's getting. So we just got inside Macy's, but we just saw the cutest store. It's called like 1432, and they were a clothing brand that they hand stitch, upcycle everything, and hand make every single piece. Each piece takes 5 days, and they have every single person who collaborated on the piece to actually make it on the tag, and it's handwritten, the tag of who made it. It's really cool. Like I said, that we are in the world's largest Macy's, and the world's largest store, as it says. Kind of looks like a mall on the inside. Ah, that's close. We escaped Macy's, and Aaliyah always thought Madison Square Garden had a garden, and this is her moment. Can you confirm?
There was a garden of Christmas trees in the front. No garden, real.
No real garden. So disappointing. 4 different Madison Square Gardens and not one real garden.
No garden.
Penn Station with the beautiful sounds of honking in the background. Still next to Madison Square Garden. Aaliyah is still claiming she's not cold, which is the most surprising thing that's ever existed in the history of time.
I have my jacket off.
It's impressive.
That's weird.
It's impressive.
That's really weird.
So we're gonna walk down to Chelsea District, and because that's where dinner's gonna be at. And yeah, stumbled on a place called the Hudson Yards, and it is very pretty, very beautiful Christmas. Beautiful equipment. Well, you really need to go to the bathroom. So we got to our bathroom. But we ended up in this little downstairs area called like Mercado, something Little Spain. Be so for real, Caven. Literally look behind you. It has the full name directly behind you. Come on, man. And I got my 3 homies behind me. It's a whole like little food market area. Very cool. Yum, but we have dinner tonight. I cannot spoil the Omakase tonight. So we just got out of that Hudson's Yard, I believe it was called, and now we're right outside of the vessel. We probably won't go inside. We'll probably just look at it, and I would show you the other side right now, but I'll cut to you in a second because there's a bunch of Christmas trees in the way. We finally found the vessel. Aaliyah, that's where Tinkle came from.
What?
That's where Tinkle came from.
Oh, from the vessel?
She came from the vessel. Our little hairless cat, our Sphinx. She's an alien. She came from that thing. Now it's finally done raining, so I can actually use my camera again, and not just my phone.
Decent quality.
Yeah, make it look a little better. And we were next to the vessel when it stopped raining. We're probably not gonna go inside. I'm just gonna walk around this little area, maybe walk down by the water for a little bit, see what's going on. Maybe walk into a bar or two. We'll see. It's all up in the air. Now starts our long journey down to the Chelsea District, even though we're pretty much halfway there at this point. And we found this little overhang leaving straight from where we were just at, where it pretty much brought us all the way to where we were from, to where we wanted to go, all the way down to Pier 52. And it was really crazy because you were over the roads the entire time. You could see the Empire State Building. There was a bunch of different, even like art exhibits and pieces. Like we walked past an apartment and it said Exposed New York on the inside, and then it had a bunch of projectors showing different like visual art and videos, and it was pretty amazing. And here's a weird statue I thought was pretty cool, and this is my worst nightmare: the Hatman, or the Babadook, which I think is the scariest movie to ever exist. And you know, gotta get a classic New York street shot in the mix.
I think we've seen all day.
This is so bright. Not only is it bright, but this is the largest elevator I've ever seen in my entire life. And I know it doesn't look that way on this camera, but it is massive. Wow, look how much spin room there is in here. While we took that elevator all the way up to this rooftop, which was on top of Pier 57, which I had no clue existed, and I thought was awesome with the market on the inside. And we were looking at that little island over here, which is Little Island, which I'll talk about more in just a couple of seconds. But you can see kind of the Empire State Building through the clouds. Now on the other side of Pier 57 was what I thought was the coolest Topgolf location ever. Literally shooting over the Hudson River. That is amazing. Really thought, I just asked her what we would be doing today, like what she thought we would do, and she did not expect to see this much already. So I believe we're beating our own expectations right now.
We've seen a lot.
We have seen a lot. We've walked a lot. We are like 45-minute walk away from our hotel. So
we just keep on walking.
And we just keep on walking. We just keep finding things, and it's only, it seems like
6:40.
6:40. It seems way later than 6:40 right now.
1:20.
Yeah. And we didn't get to our hotel till 3. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. I'm also impressed that we were able to take all those subways. It's the power of having a brain. I forgot to mention, Aaliyah found out horrible news. Trisha Paytas, well, we're going to see her tomorrow night, but
she's only 20 minutes away.
She's only 20 minutes away. Not only is she only 20 minutes away, she's a minute away from our hotel right now. And Aaliyah's missing out. Unfortunate. But we got dinner, and hopefully the dinner can override maybe seeing Trisha out in the wild. Possibly.
Realistically, she's going to bed right after she's done at Little Shop of Horrors.
You never know, she might be going out tonight. Maybe we should go look and find her out tonight. We were now trying to figure out what was going on with this little island over here. It looked like the coolest little floating thing we have ever seen in our entire lives. And then we got a little bit closer, and we realized it wasn't just a normal island sitting there. There was like full-on cement wine glasses upholding the whole thing from the water, and there was like a whole self-contained environment up there. And with Aaliyah's little biology brain, she was impressed. We finally made it to the island, and I found spinny chairs, and I was so excited to go sit on top of these little tiny top chairs in the wilderness, and Aaliyah shot me down. We gotta go to the spinny chairs.
It's gonna be wet though.
Oh, you're so mean. But they're spinny chairs.
But it's gonna be so wet though.
Wow. You will like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You will like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please. Pretty, please. What? Over to the bar and to the sushi restaurant, we then found this amazing billboard, which was, of course, an art piece where it said America and then crossed out everything but me, because of obvious reasons, for some people at least. Alrighty, we just went to a little bar called the Canuck. It was like a Canadian sports bar where they only really showed hockey, and they had like the sound playing and they had sirens going off when they scored. It was pretty cool. It was fun. Guinness. Oh, shoot. We almost got hit by a car. It happens. That's life. Now here comes Aaliyah.
That was stupid.
It happens. We weren't paying attention. That's my own fault. Oh my gosh, they're selling Christmas trees right here. That's crazy. Now we're on our way to our reservation that starts in like 20 minutes. It's like right across the street from us right now though. So we're very excited. It's called like SourajiWest or something like that.
Yes.
I believe so. They went through like a name change because they were called like Mojo, was it?
Yeah, like Mojo Sushi.
Mojo Omakase, I believe it was called, and now it's called SourajiWest. So we're really excited. We read this one blog and they said it was really good and really underrated. So hopefully it is really good and really underrated. So we made it to Omakase. Really, the first place I forgot to record. I'm gonna try it out. It was really good. They also asked Aaliyah if the wasabi was good, and she said she was a little less. But me, it was perfect. We got hamachi yellowtail here. So this, we have some sort of smoked mackerel. Looks gas though. This is that coming, and it's in season. So beautiful tuna. So here we have fatty tuna uni, or otoro in uni, which looks so gas. Here we got my favorite piece of sushi, the Hokkaido scallop, and he said it's super sweet. So here we got the seared salmon belly topped with some sort of pepper as well. So this is the snapper. They said it's more on the fattier side than typical snapper. So we've got like the ebi shrimp, the topped with uni. It looks super fatty and like super buttery. I'm very excited. And then of course we got the seared A5 wagyu topped with some sort of salt. And then we have my other favorite piece of sushi, of course unagi. So here we got fatty tuna, salmon, whitefish, and ikura. That looks so gas. So that last piece had pickle radish in it. I cannot stand radish, and that was phenomenal. And then she just came around at the same time and told us that we were having 3 bonus rounds: lean tuna, fatty tuna, and A5 wagyu, and we can order as much pieces as we want each turn, but we only get 1 chance to order. So she ordered 1 piece of 1 extra piece of the lean tuna, which is so disappointing, and I got 3. Wait, no, did I get 4 or 3? 3. Maybe should have gotten 1 to make my money's worth. But we'll see how I feel after that. Other people took way more advantage of the pick however many you want. We messed up. See, we got 3 and 1, and she is spreading her gospel of how she cannot eat any more than 1. Aaliyah did a little better. She had 2.
I doubled up.
2 on the otoro, so the fatty tuna. I got 5, which is, I still feel like I'm losing out because I just watched someone do 20 and now I did 10 otoros. Like, am I losing? So we made it to the A5 wagyu again. Aaliyah got 1, she already ate it. I got 7. He asked me if we need more. I'm tempted, but I did not realize this was happening.
Try to open the door. I make it for sushi. And the ramen, this is me ramen on which better, which
Alright, we just got done, and I can confirm that was the most...
That was the craziest omakase I've ever had.
That is the craziest omakase experience we've ever had.
And we've done most in Orlando.
We have done most in Orlando, and that was crazy. We've done most in Orlando, and we went into this, and we sat down, and Aaliyah looks at me, and she goes, I read something earlier, like they do unlimited Wagyu. And so I was like, oh, it's probably like a different option they offer or something like that. Yeah, like an upcharge. And then we get to the end and sure enough, they come around and they're like, all right, so, and we're about to do our last piece. Well, actually, the last piece was in my mouth. And she goes, yeah, we're gonna do 3 bonus rounds, and you get for every bonus round, you can order as many pieces as you would like of the akame, which is the normal toro, otoro, fatty, tuna, and then the A5 Wagyu. And we look at each other and kind of like second guess our decisions of like, oh, we maybe shouldn't have gone and gotten a few drinks before this. Oh, we maybe shouldn't have gotten pizza earlier. Because if we would have known, we would have prepped and gotten our money's worth at this omakase. Because what omakase in your life have you ever heard of? Gives you unlimited amounts of fish. We watched a dude get at least 20 pieces for each order. That's at least 60 pieces of extra fish at the end. That is insane. The dude at the end, he didn't even want to plate it up for him, so he just slapped down the whole little platter in front of him. It was nuts. And that was of A5 Wagyu. What in the world? Sorry for the abrupt cut. We got a little distracted, but we ended up back in the room, and it's not that late, honestly. It's a little after 10 p.m. And so we are going to relax for a little bit. Like I was saying earlier, that omakase was crazy. I ended up eating 27 pieces of nigiri. Aaliyah had 16 pieces of nigiri. The dude a little bit down the counter had probably 62 pieces of nigiri, if not more. And if we would have known, we would have prepared totally differently. But if you ever come out here, try what used to be called Metro Omakase, or no, not Metro. Moho Omakase. Now it's called what?
Souraji something.
Sushi Sushi or something like that. It was unbelievable. Genuinely a surprise how good it was. And Aaliyah, I gotta ask you, what was your favorite piece that you had?
Weirdly, the mackerel. I usually hate mackerel, but this one was so good.
And 100%.
I'm in like a food coma now.
The best piece was that mackerel. I don't know what it was. I wish they offered us more at the end instead of those 3 pieces. I would have taken that over the fatty tuna, actually. That was genuinely such a good piece. One of the best pieces of sushi I've ever had in my entire life, that mackerel.
Super good.
But yeah, we're gonna rest for a few minutes. We plan to go out back at midnight to go see like the little art installation they do in Times Square, and we might go out and get a little bit of dessert as well. We'll see you in a couple seconds though, depending on what we end up doing. Or maybe we're saying goodnight. You never know. Alrighty, so when we were in Macy's, they had these no chewing allowed.
In focus?
Yeah, we're in focus.
Okay.
And it's a little chocolate company where they tell you, yeah, they're little truffles where you're not supposed to chew. And if you've probably seen them on TikTok recently, not for their little chocolate truffles, but kind of. They've been in the Bryant Park Winter Village, and they have what everyone's calling is the best hot chocolate of the year there. And it's usually pretty
truffles to try.
Yeah, they got some of the truffles. I got the orange one and the toffee one.
And I have the coffee beans and the hazelnut.
Whole thing in your mouth. It's a little dark. All right, cheers. Oh. Oh my god. This is a lot. It's gonna take a while to dissolve. Yeah, because like the rule said, you're not supposed to chew. Huh? Oh my god, mine has chunks too.
Coffee.
I mean, mine has chunks of oranges. That's why it tastes like orange. You're chewing. All right. Well, as you can tell, we did not make it back out. We passed out on the foot of our bed so that we didn't get our bed dirty.
and I turned on a football game for a second, and we were out cold. And we woke back up, and it was like 11:30, and we decided
We're pooped.
we're pooped. We're gonna wake up early tomorrow, make the most of our day. We gotta see Trish tomorrow. We got back, and we were just pooped, unfortunately. And yeah, now we're gonna go call it a night, make it an early rest. But what's your opinions on the first day of New York?
Amazing.
Amazing. What would you like the best?
Our omakase.
Yeah. There wasn't
And the
really
floating
going to
park.
be any of that, was there? Unfortunately, well, you kind of can't beat that, but that's what vacation's about.
Yep.
Good food, good seats, good sights. Thank you guys so much for following us along. We had a fun time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching. Good night. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff.